in psychosis. Now laugh with me.
This is from Newsweek. One weekend in America. Shootings leave 10 dead and 73 injured.
That's been a headline more than a few times. Like 2022, 2021, 2020 it's sad.
January, February, March, April. Second week in April.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. At least 14 mass shootings over the third weekend of June left 10 people dead and at least 73 injured across various U.S. cities, according to the Gun Violence Archive, a website that tracks gun violence incidents nationwide. While there is no universally accepted definition of a mass shooting, the Gun Violence Archive defines it as an incident where at least 4 victims were shot, either injured or killed, excluding the shooter. Using this definition, mass shootings took place over Father's Day weekend in Michigan, Illinois, Massachusetts, and Ohio, and several other cities between Friday and Sunday.
So you can't shoot 3 people and then kill yourself. You're not a mass shooter. You have to shoot 4 people and then kill yourself.
The incident that caught significant attention occurred at a splash pad in Rochester Hills, Michigan on Saturday. A 42-year-old man with no prior criminal record drove to a city park around 5 p.m. and opened fire on people, including children, playing in the fountains and water sprays, according to the police. 9 people were injured, including an 8-year-old boy who was shot in the head, his 4-year-old brother who was shot in the leg, and their mother who was wounded in the abdomen and leg. The presumed gunman died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and police are still searching for a motive in what appeared to be a random attack. The splash pad shooting was just one of 3 in Michigan, with the other 2 happening in Detroit. On Saturday night, around 11:30 p.m., 5 people were shot on the city's east side, including 1 man in his 20s and 4 girls ranging from 14 to 20 years old.
So the thing that kind of caught my attention about the splash pad was that there was a mom and a dad getting ice cream with their 4 and 6-year-old, and they were getting ice cream, and the gunman opened fire, and the mom and dad kept the 2 girls from getting hit, but they were shot 7 times between both of them. They're alive, but that's what caught my attention on the splash pad.
That'd be a trip.
Right? Just going to get ice cream with the girls and hear somebody open fire.
Earlier that morning, 6 people were injured after being shot in Lathrop Village, a suburban city of Detroit, while attending a party. Parties were again the locations of most of the shootings this weekend, with 7 people injured in gathering in Massachusetts and 16 people shot at a Juneteenth celebration in Round Rock, Texas. 2 people were killed in that incident, and the suspect remains on the loose. Chicago was the scene of a mass shooting on Friday when a man opened fire while driving his car, injuring 4 people. About 2 hours east of Chicago, 4 people were injured in a shooting at a gas station in South Bend, Indiana. In Pine Bluff, Arkansas, a shooting left 3 people injured and 1 person dead. In Alabama, a shooting at a gas station on Saturday resulted in 3 injuries and 1 fatality. Philadelphia saw a mass shooting on Friday, resulting in 4 injuries and 1 death. On the same day in Princeton, West Virginia, a shooting left 5 people injured. In Ohio, 2 shootings occurred over the weekend, one in Cincinnati and the other in Columbus, leaving 5 and 4 victims respectively, with 2 fatalities in Columbus. These shootings, occurring in a single weekend at the start of the summer when gun violence typically increases, are part of the more than 200 mass shootings that take place in the United States every year. Whoa. I asked how to join the Black Panthers, and it says, a warrior must defeat the current Black Panther and fight 6 of Wakanda's greatest warriors at the same time.
Oh, okay. They're thinking like the movie Black Panther. Like people are
Is it weed time yet? This is from Channel 5 Boston. A 21-year-old man threatened to kill his 15-year-old girlfriend days before the fatal shooting, the court says.
A Massachusetts man was held without bail, accused of fatally shooting a 15-year-old girl with whom he was in a relationship with. Was detained in Lowell District Court on multiple charges, including murder in connection with the death of Elena Dickey. Middlesex County District Attorney Marion Ryan said Dickey's family members first feared she went missing when she did not show up for her 8th grade graduation Friday morning. It's not fair to her. She had a lot of plans in life. Beautiful girl. Beautiful, said grandmother Tracy Smith. The district attorney said that at about 6:10 p.m. Friday, Lowell police received a 911 call from Elena's grandmother, who said family members found the girl's body inside the Lowell Street home. Miss Dickey's family knew the girl was seriously hurt and feared she was dead. Ryan said that when police arrived at the scene, they found Miss Dickey suffering from gunshot wounds in a first-floor bedroom. 8 shots were fired, according to the court documents. Beatty had threatened to kill the girl and her grandmother days before the fatal shooting, prosecutors said. Beatty made such statements as, "I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill your grandma." He was going to shoot up her house. He threatened to kidnap her and shoot her, prosecutor Christopher Terrence said. Miss Dickey had turned 15 years old on April 18th, the district attorney said. "She's my oldest granddaughter, and I don't know how we're going to go on without her," Smith said. "She was a child." Investigators said Miss Dickey was in an abusive relationship with Beatty, who was her boyfriend for some period of time, according to Ryan. The district attorney also said Beatty was accused of hitting Miss Dickey and threatening her in the past. Ryan said that shortly after midnight on Friday, police received a phone call reporting to hear a male and female fighting outside on Lawrence Street. The caller said they heard a female scream, "Get off me, get away from me, I don't want to be with you anymore," before hearing gunshots, according to the district attorney. Beatty took an Uber to and from Miss Dickey's home before and after the shooting, Ryan's office said. The Uber driver told police that he was concerned by the behavior of the passenger, who was later identified as Beatty. The driver reported that Beatty used his sweatshirt to open the car door and instructed the driver to wipe down the car after he exited the vehicle.
What the fuck? Our parents and grandparents should be imprisoned for child neglect, child abuse, whatever.
Why was your nearly 14-year-old daughter not living with you? Or you, as in mom, dad, grandma?
14 and 21, that's 7 years difference. It's a crazy world we live in, I guess.
I'm like 21 and 28 doesn't sound super bad, right? So it's not so bad once you're both adults. But until you're both adults.
And if you're adults, don't kill each other either.
Unless he deserves it. Unless she asks for it.